Alright, back in school. Alright, I'm going to do a really informative and in-depth video on this car, my 2010 Cobalt SS Turbo. Because everyone asks, that is on my channel, and everyone has little questions on Instagram and even TikTok and everything about what is done to it. The people that don't believe anything that is done to it, that think it's stock, that don't know if it's supercharged or turboed. So for everyone of every knowledge that has to do with this car, or anyone that just wants to know what I have done with this car, and disclaimer beforehand, the previous owner before me, actually two previous owners before me, is the person that built the engine, that took it to ZZP to get everything redone. I have all the receipts over here in this box that I couldn't show you if you want to see. And it was dynoed at ZZP, and for anyone asking, yes, it made 440 wheel horsepower on the ZZP dyno jet at 40-degree weather, which is average temperatures around here in Michigan. Not during the summer, but average. And it made 440 wheel, and they toned it down at the time for normal weather, so I didn't tone it down, but just for safe, because just for weather changes, because it differs. And so it was made to be right around a 415 wheel with E85, and this is on the E85 right now. I have the premium chip as well that makes right around 350 wheel. So that was all done by two owners beforehand. The previous owner did the F40 trans swap, so it's a 6-speed, which is the Jason Peritto. It says on here, I'll just tell you the whole thing. It's the Jason Peritto B3 Designs F40 6-speed conversion kit with the custom driver's side axle, which went out because the dude before me had too low and it was binding, so I had to get a new one, and that was $3,600, which I'm glad he did, and a lot of this is already done. And I'll tell you, I paid $10,000 for the car with 78,000 miles on the body, 15,000 on the motor, and the trans only had like 5,000 on it. So it only has 84,000 miles on the body now, and then goes up from there. And what's next? For the engine building, it has Wisco pistons and Molnar rods, which were $500. These were all bought and built in ZZP. They built it. They built the engine. The balance shaft delete, ATI underdrive super damper, ZZP ported and polished heads, the ZZP Stage 2 cam and lifters with fuel load, number 82 valve springs with retainers. It has the Borg Warner ZFR 6758 turbo with a new LDK manifold. I'm reading this off so I don't mess up because I don't remember everything. The ZZP catalyst, downpipe all the way back, straight pipe, no resonators, no muffler. And then has the Hahn fender well intake, which I'll show you in a second. I'll show you under the hood. InGen charge pipes, Treadstone TRA intercooler. It has the ported and shaved intake manifold, ZZP upgraded high pressure fuel pump, Opal injectors, ZZP 1.0 file tune, and that came with the heads and cam combo that the dude did before. And Opal injectors, I think I said, yeah. Performance Aeroworks high strength timing chain, AutoWorks, not Aeroworks. APR head studs, the Jason Peritto F40 6-speed swap, ZZP sway bar, Moog sway bar end links, and auto tie rods, and old tie rods in general. And then ZZP steering rack spacers, and it's on stainless GR coilovers. And that's everything performance oriented. It's on Achilles rubber. Don't know the specs, because I don't memorize wheel specs. 225 by 40 by 18, these are 18s. And they're on Enki PF60s, I think, is what they're called. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not a wheel guy, so I don't know much about them. And then I'll just go over everything. I have the Velocity Airworks like whole kit for the Cobalt SS, which is the diffuser, side skirts. I'll show you. There's the side skirts. Here's the diffuser. I didn't get the crazy aggressive one or the with the exhaust cutout. And then front lip is in the front, obviously, which is the V2 style. You can see it. Front lip, splitter rods on there as well. Oh, shoot. So yes, I I have the stock wing. It has different badges. Has the different tail lights. My bad. Those are the spec tunings. I'm pretty sure they're kind of bad, but it doesn't really matter. I have the energy, like cheapo, eBay, like $60 carbon canards, retrofit headlights with the Morimoto HID kit. The badge is painted, and I have a Carbon Creations Stingray styled hood. And then a banner, which isn't really, and tire stickers, I guess, which aren't really mods. But yes, that's what's going on there. And here is the tranny for anyone actually not believing. You can see it. It's the 6-speed swap. It's got the trigger for the reverse right here. The boot doesn't really fit, so that's that. It does have the OEM, because it's a 10. It has the OEM computer right there, or display screen. But yeah, nothing really fancy in there. It is wrapped carbon fiber, but other than that, sorry. Just gonna have this be one run-on clip, so bear with me. Oh yeah, and I'll pop the hood. It's vinyl hood popping. All right, so backed over here. And just for people that don't know anything about Cobalt SS's, 8s through the 10s, I think, or the 9 and 10s came with the Brembo brakes. And correct me if I'm wrong. Alright. So, I also do have halos. Here is under my hood. There's nothing really crazy you can see, but here's my engine charge pipes, my Han fender well. I have solid motor mounts. It's my intake manifold. Turbo obviously is back in there. Right in there. That charge height's going to. It's my ECU. Nothing really important. Everything looks pretty much how it should. Here's my other, I guess, computer or chip you could say. It's for the 93 octane. It does have, I recently did newer outer tie rods, and I also did the O2 sensor, because the E85 does follow these O2 sensors out. Make sure you buy AC Delco ones, because those are the best ones to go with. AC Delco is probably what I would always go with if you're doing anything else that's factory. Especially plugs, even plugs, because they're gapped right, and they're just, those do get fouled out as well, so be wary of those. And yeah, I think that sums up everything that I've done to it. And what I have done to it, I did the canards. I fixed the headlights because my bulbs didn't work. I did fix the splitter rods, did O2 sensor, those tie rods, like I said. Rear diffuser I did, tire lettering I did, banner I did, new windshield I got put in. I'm trying to think of other things I've done. Not really much to this thing, because it's kind of already done, as you can tell by the build sheet, and I'll show you this if you want to screenshot it or read it. This is the build sheet. I did post it on my Instagram, which you can see up in the top right, Murdered LDK. Has all the prices. That's what it used to look like. But yeah. So, that's this. I don't really know what else to do besides telling you what everything is done to it. And like I said, yeah, I did make 440 wheel. I don't have the dyno sheets because the previous owner has them, but I have pictures of this on the dyno for anyone that wants proof that it actually got dynoed. And I have pictures of the engine when it was literally on the crate, getting torn apart, built, and so that's everything to do with that. I'm trying to think of anything else I've done, just to clear up everything and everyone's questions and future things that I want to do. So my brake pads are perfectly fine. I was thinking about doing better brakes, but the brakes for how light a car, these cars only weigh 2,900 pounds, so when you have factory Brembos, they're not like everyone thinks, oh, it's a Brembo, it's like an amazing brake. Yeah, they're good brakes, but it all does matter on the pad, and if you have pad life and what kind of rotors you're running. I guess not rotors as much, but you can have Brembo. Who are you talking to? All right, sorry, I got interrupted by my dad. I'll give you a closer look at the turbo back there. I don't know if you can even see anything. You can see my hot side. But yeah, this is a big turbo for what it is. And for anyone asking why I do say that this thing makes 500, it does make 500 crank. It does lose power, obviously, through the drivetrain, so it's easy and it's nice to say, like, oh, I have a 500 horsepower car, because like our Z06 we have, or my grandparents, I should say, it's here 24/7, makes 500 horsepower, but that's crank. So, yeah, this does make 500 horsepower. It also makes 440 wheel at 30 psi boost on E85, so there's not much more to talk about. I was going to talk about future plans. I'm going to talk about future plans, which would probably be, I fixed this before, but it's still loose. I know this isn't even a big deal, but I would like to go like a big wing. Not like annoyingly, but like a nice, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like a nice like energy wing or an EPR wing or something like nice, you know? Because these are kind of getting a little bit out of style. Or a carbon hood, I keep saying hood, a carbon trunk with duckbill would look pretty sweet. And then a wing, I don't know. These things look good with a wing. You can judge. They kind of just, those wings are too small for the car. Too bubbly back here. My headlight ballast that we've recently fixed. Got a little bit of gunk in there, I know. I gotta clean this thing this summer. Yeah, everything's been working. I've had little problems with it, but nothing bad, so I'm happy with it. The power steering or electric steering these things have are kind of, I don't know, it kind of gets a little iffy. Some belt squeaks, but everything's been holding up. It's already built. I'm already fine with everything that's done to it, so just gonna walk around in-depth detail look at my car. Here's under it. There's my no muffler, no resonator all the way back. It's really clean under here though. You can see no rust on this thing. It's kind of grimy down there, but because of the old bad axle. So hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you guys later.